So today we're diving into a pretty wild new idea, something that could totally flip the creator economy on its head. We're talking about a platform that lets you trade someone's influence just like a stock. Yeah, you heard that right. Welcome to the world of FameMint.
But before we get into the nuts and bolts, just think about this for a second. What if your favorite creator, that YouTuber, that artist, that streamer you follow, what if they had a stock price? I mean, what if you could actually invest in their potential and get a piece of the action when they blow up?
Now, this isn't just some sci-fi concept. It's born from a very real, very common struggle. You've got millions of creators out there pouring everything they have into their content. But for so many of them, making it consistent living is a huge battle. You know, relying on ad revenue and sponsorships, it's unpredictable, and it leaves them with income that's all over the place.
So, to tackle this problem, a whole new kind of solution is popping up from the world of Web3. You know, that next evolution of the internet built on blockchain. And the big idea? To take something as abstract as influence and turn it into a genuine, tradable asset.
Okay, so the magic ingredient that makes this all possible is something called a social token. Let's break that down. Think of it as a digital stock certificate, but for a person. It represents their brand, their value, and all their potential for growth. It literally turns their social capital into something you can buy and sell. And that brings us right to the star of the show, FameMint. This is the platform that's actually making this whole concept a reality. It's designed specifically to give creators the power to launch their own unique social tokens.
I absolutely love this analogy. It just clicks, right? The Web3 Nasdaq for creators. It perfectly sums up the vision here. To build this open, transparent stock market, but for creators. A place where their value can be discovered, tracked, and traded, just like a company on the Nasdaq.
All right, so you're probably wondering, how does this actually work? Let's break it down step by step and see what it looks like for both the creator and for us, the fans.
The whole process is actually pretty straightforward. It boils down to 4 main steps. First up, creators get onboarded. They just verify their social media accounts and boom, they can launch their own token. Then comes the discovery phase. This is where you and I can browse different creators, check out their token prices, see their market cap, all of that. Next, and this is the fun part, is the investment in trading. Fans can actually buy, sell, and track these tokens. And finally, you've got leaderboards and real-time stats, which creates this super transparent and honestly pretty competitive ecosystem.
So, what's the big deal? What's in it for everyone? Well, the really cool thing about a platform like this is that it's designed to be a total win-win. It creates this brand new digital ecosystem where both the creators and their fans get a ton of value.
Let's look at the two sides of the coin. For creators, this is a massive game changer. It gives them a totally new stream of income that isn't tied to ads. Plus, it builds this incredible loyalty because now their fans are literally invested in their success. And for the fans, well, it's an amazing opportunity. You can invest early in creators you believe in, you get full visibility into the market, and it's a completely new way to support the people whose content you love.
But hold on, you might be thinking there are other fan funding platforms out there. So what makes FameMint really different? What's its secret sauce? Let's take a look.
A few huge things really make it stand out. For one, it's got that first mover advantage. They're one of the first to build a market like this. Second, since it's built on Web3, you get incredible security and transparency. Everything is out in the open. Third, it's community-driven, which means it's going to evolve based on what its users actually want. And finally, the whole thing is built to scale, so it's ready for some serious viral growth.
And this right here is the real magic. This is the big shift. A model like this completely changes the relationship between a creator and their fans. Fans go from being just passive consumers of content to being active participants, true stakeholders in that creator's journey and their success.
And that leaves us with a really big and maybe even a little unsettling question to think about. This technology opens up a whole new universe of possibilities. But are we really ready for a future where every single person could have their own market value? It's definitely something worth chewing on as we step into this wild new world of tokenized influence.